Absolutely beautiful. I will try not to point the camera into the sun. So I'm slightly north of the Newport Hotel on Miami Beach, for those of you that are interested. The wealthy women who live in the area who are out for their high-intensity walk across the beach. Pay attention, folks. The action's building. Another lesson in what not to try to filter out. Screw caps are inherently part of the trash matrix here on any beach, and even nice beaches. You don't want to filter them out because they fall in the range of other valuable targets. So don't do that. All right? Just dig the bloody things. Put them in your bag, keep going, and look for the good stuff. This gull is not too happy he's being followed. Oh, you can't see me. I'm going in the water. You can't get to me. It's pretty big, huh? And I took my hand out of the way, you can see that. So, I'm on another target. If I can locate it again. I'm iron, I'm a penny. Oh, look at those negative numbers. Bouncy, bouncy. See, I'm in all metal. People look you up and down when you detect. It's really something. You need a thick skin. They don't really say anything, I guess. I guess the thick skin is not what I'd want to say. I would just say you have to be prepared to be, in part, a public relations director. I think we have a dime. Actually, I'm sure we have a dime. Oh, look. It's a dime. No, it's 50 bucks. Is that a dime? Yeah, it's a dime. It's a little greenish. You can see green, green, green. See the green? Okay, that's better. Anyway, here's a point. If you sell real estate, which I do, you should not be shy about maybe giving your card to people you run into on the beach. If you think, especially if they're interested in what you're interested in, that's called having something in common. And I have a dear friend who drilled that into my head. This is fun. And I'm trying for the life of me to figure out. Okay, let's take it off. There are definitely good targets here. And I'm getting soaked in the process. Soaked, see? Soaked. I just don't want to get wet. Am I afraid of the water? No. Am I going to melt? No. I'm looking forward Oh, there's some stuff here. Look at that. It just went to -6. Best guess. Best guess, it's a bottle cap. But don't know. But I'm thinking it's a bottle cap. I'm fed up already. Alright. Game's over. We're gonna keep going. There's actually quite a few targets out here. Interesting numbers. They're going negative. Alright, we're coming off of all metal. I've got FE and F2 set at 6. And I know some of you are going to say, oh, it should be like 0. There's a lot of stuff here, and I'm trying to decide. Alright, it's time for a we are doing a noise reduction there. I think I'm going to ground balance the two. This isn't the place to do it. If you're going to ground balance, make sure there's no iron. $18. Okie dokie. Sounds quieter. Time to get hosed. I mean, these are good numbers, but problem is maybe, I don't know. Well, I think it's out of the hole, actually. Switching hands. Is it anything? Is it nothing? I've got a ton of bottle caps in there, and frankly, right now I've got 4. So, there wasn't anything of value, and I don't think I don't see anything skittering down the beach. I think the game's over. So let's keep going, because this fun, it just never ends. All right. Oh, perhaps a fool's errand, I don't know. Yeah. What's going on? Try to keep these folks from falling in the hole. That would be bad. There's a lot of iron on this beach. And it can be a real nightmare trying to figure out what's what. Alright, so for those of you that actually work on the fringe of your sensitivity, what I mean by fringe of, like, I've got noise in my headphones that clearly is telling me I'm going to focus on this. I will be back. But it's telling me that there's noise, but it could be worth the extra depth, so I'm putting up with the noise and trying to get the signal through it. While the camera was off, I was in the process. I was scanning the hole, and there's a lesson here, believe me. I was scanning the hole, and I have the scoop on my right shoulder. Well, it's telling me it's a good target, but it's telling me it's not deep. I don't know. Anyway, so I take the scoop off my shoulder, and at the same instant I take it off my shoulder, no less, not just someone, not just a female, but a pregnant female walks right by me and almost gets clubbed in the head with the scoop. And I do mean close, like a foot. Gosh almighty. I'm thinking this is crap. Problem here in South Florida is there's so much trash in this sand, and you don't see it because it's really deep. Now, could it be a good target? Yeah, I mean, but I'm telling you, there's no 4 under this coil. See, it's gone. I'm gonna knock the sensitivity down. I think I'm gonna knock it down to even like, see how 19 does. Anyway, oh, the joy. I'll keep going. Well, since the camera was off and I turned it back on, I found a dime, lost a dime, got water in my boots. I'm like tempted to go back to the car, take the boots off, roll my pants up, yeah, whatever was there is gone. Isn't that the first time I have got a signal and I've lost it? Look, a signal. I think that's it. Is it worth it? I don't know. I can dig it quickly. I'm not talking because I'm concentrating. I'm the type of person who doesn't like to quit. Ever. But I might. Because it's making me nuts. And you would think it's easy to do. Maybe it is. Okay. Off of all metal. I feel like it's moving. Yeah, these people think nothing of getting very close to you when you're swinging that beach scoop. And I have to warn you, they all have the word lawsuit written on their forehead. I'm gonna lose it. I got less soaked than I thought. Or am I so soaked? I don't know. What happened to low tide? I think somebody forgot to tell the ocean about low tide. I'm thinking this is not the place for this 11-inch coil. Why? Because it comes and goes out of the range of the coil. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, just like that. What time is that? Well, I got the privilege of finding out what it was. I was digging, and it turned out to be a of a pop top soda can. Everybody knows what they look like. They're kind of rectangular-ish with rounded corners. I'm thinking there's still something in here. I'm not giving up. Alright, well, we're leaving the camera on and we'll find out what it is. So I'm actually in gold prospecting 1. Yeah. Well, it was hovering around 2. Now, is it crap? Shell, as opposed to hell, as opposed to what this is, digging giant holes. All right, let's put it back over 2. Beach 2 doesn't have it at all. Okay. I'm not going to question Minelab settings for beach 1 and 2. I know that, here's what I know. In the beach mode, even in all metal, I was on the edge. Here it is. The tide pulled it out. Down the beach. So that's what it was, and it barely rang in beach 2. So the trick that I've learned is you can pick up more sensitivity in gold prospecting 1. Probably you don't need to, because if I recall correctly, gold prospecting 2 is for more mineralization situations, heavy mineralization. Other than that, they're the same, which makes gold prospecting 1 more sensitive than 2. Anyway, that's the story. If you come out here and you think you're going to get rich, you're sadly mistaken. This is interesting, and we won't comment. Anyway, I have no idea what she was doing, besides the fact depositing her mask on the beach. I can't be sure she did it, but she didn't pick it up. I try not to disturb anybody. So, for those of you that are wondering what I'm doing, I'm in the SHELL line, the shell line. This is telling me a high mark. There's really not much range here. Here we've got broken glass. Ooh. I will take that. Someone has to be a do-gooder. So we are making our way back up the beach. Or should I say back down the beach. We are headed south. And we gotta make these ladies move because they can go anywhere they want. This COVID business, this bad business of COVID, is complicating everything. We can only pray it doesn't get worse. This thing mutates into something way more deadly. We're all going to be wishing it was 2020 again. And that's the story. It's really beautiful. I'm going to check the reports for tomorrow. I'm kind of tempted to bring the pulse unit and go detecting in the water, but I think it's still a little rough. I don't know. Hard to predict. Right now we're doing zigzags. See if we can find a coin line. You know, frankly, I think it's very sanded in, except for farther down the beach, towards the water's edge, right? So, I don't know. Who can say? This is where the high tide came up to about. But we're operating on either side of that range. All right, more later.